True Baller Thursday. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
It's been a lot, but we got him on the spot. Welcome back.
Oh man!
Do you know that was on the Billboard chart? Do you know that that song charted?
That's the thing, and I miss it so much.
Theme
songs,
man. Listen, first of all, I miss your man's NBA.
They paid good money. You paid good, and you can have a successful career making music.
Beans don't burn in the kitchen. Beans don't burn on the grill. I took a lot of trying just to get up that hill. Theme song.
Yes.
Theme song.
And here we got.
Yeah, right.
I thought it was hot. Now,
It is. But you know what? You just need me to get some lyrics under
we gotta get some lyrics to it. Let's do this. Next episode, we will have lyrics for True Baller Thursday theme song.
My lyrics is gonna be like, can we all do our own version?
Yes.
And then it's like, I cross your bitch ass up, put you on my pocket, low post presence, motherfucker. Do you got it? Yeah, me in your mouth, just like I am when I'm busting in your spouse.
Aggressive.
Yeah, them my lyrics. That's my version.
That's early 90s.
True Baller Thursdays.
Early 90s. New York aggressive.
Yeah.
Coming at you, gutter.
Yeah. I got a dog chain on. I got some Timbs on. I got a snake.
You got Tim's on in the summer.
Yeah, you hooping.
In the Tim's.
You are at the
on
Rucker.
blacktop.
It's hot as hell.
And they ain't laced up.
Nah.
They ain't laced up.
And can jam on you with some Timbs on.
happening.
And he'll drop one.
I got
In the air, come up.
I got balled by a cat at the Rucker with Tim's
With
on.
Tim's
That
on.
happened.
I will walk off. You know what? I'm done here. I don't need to be embarrassed anymore by.
I got a steal on him.
Yeah, it was just a pickup game too.
It was. But
we
then
was just having a
busted
pickup
my
game.
face.
I don't care what it is.
Like
if
your
you
spouse.
balling on me in heavy ass Tim's,
Okay.
I need to wrap it up. It's over.
I did. That game was over and we left.
Yeah.
up, B.
Wrap it up.
Hey
B.
guys, good game.
Good game. We played.
Gone. Gone. All right, so True Baller Thursdays obviously in the house.
Yes.
We ready to go.
I
am J. Cole. I got my man's here on my right.
Yes, sir.
The Reggie Mathis.
How's it going, sir?
It's going great. How
Yes.
are you?
I'm doing well. You know, I'm sweating. But I'm sweating because I'm thinking about all these games.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
And how intense they are.
What's gonna
That's
happen?
why.
And then we got the Revolution.
Yeah, nigga.
Revolution theme song.
You know that's my theme song, baby. The Taxi. That's Angela. The original record is called Angela. Yeah, he's one of the most sampled dudes. His one track, he got a record called Nautilus, and they use that for Daytona 500. They use, like that beat has been chopped up more times.
One of my favorite rap songs of all time. All right, so everybody in the house, the greatest co-host anyone could ever ask for, except for my girl Brianna Buckets, who's out of town. Will be back next week. She is the also greatest. And if the playoffs play out the way they kind of look like right now, the only person to have the correct finals team on the East Coast, because she picked Boston. We'll talk about that later. All right, but for right now, we're going to get into our opening tip. First up, Boogie Cousins is grown.
Yes.
I don't know if y'all saw this, but apparently he unfollowed the Instagram account of the Pelicans. All right.
Okay.
So of course everybody's reading into this, right?
They sending them tweets.
So then some blue check mark asked him, "Hey, why did you unfollow Pelicans?" And Boogie said, "'Cause I'm grown."
Yep.
I mean, what else? What else do you need to say?
I'm grown and I don't need to be following the team.
What else do you need
The
to
season's
say?
over.
I'm grown.
Yeah, I make my decision. Listen, and be honest with you, I wish more people would do this. Don't follow the team that you play on. Like, anything can happen. You get traded in all season, whatever. You come back in the season, then you go follow them, whatever. If you want to be,
Yeah.
so they can tag you and stuff. And
I never followed no company I worked for.
Nah.
I really don't let people I work with be friends of mine unless we were friends before.
I don't
outside
let
of
women
work.
I'm sleeping with follow me on social media. Like, I tell, like, hey, you got two choices. Date me or follow me on social media.
Which one? Because you... Which one? You want to be entertained on social media?
Either or.
You can't have
You
both.
can't have...
You're not. I'm not gonna allow you.
It's
to
the
have
whole George Costanza, the worlds colliding.
Yeah.
You can't have both.
Yeah,
I gotta be separate.
I got a follow request recently. I just texted her. Nope.
Yep.
So
That's how that works.
there we go. That's how that works. All right.
Cause I'm grown.
Because I'm grown. That's why.
Because I'm grown. Exactly. So next, the Raptors. So officially, I know the coaches voted, but officially the NBA announced the finalists: Dwayne Casey, Quinn Snyder, who I will absolutely admit I didn't realize that was the head coach of the Utah Jazz. Quinn Snyder is Utah Jazz coach.
I did
That's
not
who's
know
doing
that.
that.
Yeah,
Bruh.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the mediocreest,
Well, yeah.
good college coach. He's a good college
Yeah.
coach, but he was mediocre.
He was
good.
mediocre.
Yeah, he was mediocre.
Missouri wasn't going nowhere.
No.
Missouri wasn't.
Is I don't know, an almost Brad Stevens like, except for he got some talent. And then of course Brad Stevens. So
Yeah.
the Raptors decide they're gonna go ahead and retweet this. Congrats, coach.
That's.
Who's
manning that account? Who's manning that account?
Some PR person. There's somebody in the office, and they were like,
Did
"You
they not
gotta
get
say
the news?
something."
Like,
They had a whole meeting. And they were like, "Should we do this? Should we do this?" And they were like, "Yeah, we got to. We got to acknowledge it, right?"
Do you?
I don't think so, but that's obviously their decision.
That is
That
tacky
is
as
tacky
shit.
as shit, right?
That's tacky as shit.
So, of course, Twitter, erupted as they do. I didn't have time to put all the reactions there, so I got the first reaction that came up. Raptors.
Fam.
Like,
Damn, what you
What
doing?
is that
says
little
it all right
chinchilla?
here.
What is this little monster, man? If I see this thing
Really?
walking down the street,
And
It's the if you take this part, it's that puppy monkey baby. It's like part of the puppy monkey baby.
Nah.
That's the whole thing.
That's an abomination.
yeah, grown gremlin.
That's an abomination to God. That thing should not. It's got human digits.
Look at yes, it does.
It's
Yeah.
sitting upright. Any
sitting
animal
upright.
that sit upright and has reasonable eyes, fuck you. You should die. Your whole race. Should
and his
be
eyes are
extinct.
reasonable.
They're reasonable. Like I mean,
what?
why did y'all retweet that? Like for real, you just fired my nigga. Like what's
good?
What's good? What's good?
really hood?
Buttonholzer, by the way, is officially the Bucks'
Yes.
next head coach. I don't know
Well,
if you saw that. So
I saw it.
I thought I'd bring that up for you.
I like the move for the Bucks because again, he is from the pop tree. Imagine he led the Hawks to a 60-win season and almost back to back. So
Let me say this, Reggie.
the offensive schemes are there.
Okay. Everything that grows from a tree isn't always picked directly from the branch. Some of the fruit, my
Scrap
friend,
it up.
hits
Hey, ground food.
the ground.
Yeah,
I'm not saying he's ground fruit.
I'm saying.
I'm saying
saying
low hanging.
he's
at best.
Well, I hate
think
to
they
say.
could have. I think the Bucks had time to wait. I don't know why they pulled the trigger so soon.
I think
You had a few weeks.
Well, you've had. Since you fired Jason Kidd, you should have been.
I mean,
Getting
but
in
once
touch,
you saw
yeah.
what's moves have been happening,
Yeah.
you wait until the off season until who wins and who, because you can lure in assistants. You can make better decisions than pulling trigger so soon.
I think you go ahead.
I was just gonna say, my opinion is that there's a little bit of panic in there because the Knicks already signed their head coach, so there are people looking.
Yeah, the Knicks been looking though.
But
I'm just
I
saying
think Buddington, he was on the Raptors' short list, and that's why
They
Really?
they
grab
want
them up.
Tell me more. Tell me more.
because you don't fire Casey without having an idea of who you want to hire.
So you telling me something leaked?
Yes,
Like they knew that
And
they
they-
were gonna go after him. Like, nah, we gonna get him.
and we gotta lock him up.
So now it explains the tweet. They actually were like, oh well, maybe we need to bring Casey back.
But who did that happen to? Where
Yeah.
it was somebody that got fired, or
Yeah.
they talked about, maybe it was NFL, but they talked about releasing them, and then they had to bring them
They
back.
had to bring him back.
Yeah, who?
No, he
it was-
signed on
yeah.
and then backed out.
Yeah,
Come on, people who are watching. Somebody-
Yeah, come
Somebody
on, social
chime
media,
in.
do your thing.
chime in.
Do your
your thing.
FCN. We the 5.
Russ, research this.
Do your thing. You
Somebody
help us
chime
out
in.
with our show. Come on, man.
Come on, research for us.
Look at this reasonable monster.
It's a reasonable monster. Research.
Research.
You know I'm gonna kill your kid when he goes.
You right. You know.
When he goes to sleep. That's such a reasonable voice.
Yeah, right.
I'm a monster.
I'm a
guys.
monster. Rawr. Is it-
Rawr. I mean, I got 4 fingers and a thumb. What the fuck? I'm gonna kill your kid. I'm gonna strangle him, and I'm gonna take this tail, and I'm gonna shove it down his throat. You'll never hear his
Sounds
screams.
reasonable.
You'll never hear his screams. My name? Oh, I'm Cleophas. Don't worry about me.
Okay.
Cleopas.
We'll wait and see if our folks can come up with that. Who almost got fired, it got leaked, and then they had to bring him back.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So we'll go ahead and move on. So it was an interesting little article I saw per ESPN. I usually don't quote them, but they had a little idea. Would you rather? You have a pick
So weird way of
between.
playing Would You Rather.
I know, right? You have a pick between a top NBA star. We're gonna take LeBron off the table.
Okay.
A top NBA star or Brad Stevens to start out your team.
Okay.
Who are you picking?
Kevin Durant.
Yeah, I would choose any of the top. I mean, AD. I would choose Giannis. Like any of the top, because Giannis just carried interim coach to the 7th game against Brad Stevens. Like, I would take any of the top 10.
Listen, Kevin Durant took Bill Walton's clubfoot kid to perfection to get his ass
Yeah,
a
a head
coveted
coaching job.
head coaching position.
Oh, with that? No, actually, that was before.
Oh, that was before?
Yeah, that was.
No,
during,
that was
during the
73-9. That was a
season?
73-9 season. So that was, yeah. So that still tells you that a player or two can do that.
Yeah.
So I just feel like, as now, if you're telling me if I have to choose between a mid-tier guy,
Right.
like a mid-tier player, or Brad Stevens, like a 6-man or a second option guy. Like if somebody said to me, playoff P or Brad Stevens, I'm like, oh, Brad Stevens.
Brad Stevens. Right, exactly. That's
Brad Stevens.
Once you get to like that 15 on down of the level of supers, then I'm like, okay, that makes more sense. But that top, nah, man.
That top 10.
Yeah, nah.
Nah, I'm taking everybody in the top 10.
I'm just gonna put this out here. I'm not saying I will pick Brad Stevens over a Kevin Durant, or even a Giannis, but he did beat arguably the two best. Well, he hasn't beat LeBron
I was gonna say
yet.
you already.
He hasn't beat
you
LeBron
already
yet.
chalking it in.
I'm not burying LeBron yet. But I mean, look what he's doing with 0 superstars. People who are potentially superstars.
Yeah.
But
I will say this though, and this is it has to be discussed. They are not barren of talent. They've had the number 3 pick 2 years in a row.
yes,
Thank you, man.
Al Horford was a number 3 pick.
Come on, man. Come on. I'm here.
Marcus Smart was this number 6 pick.
Preach.
Like, we've got to start actually talking about we say that they are just other guys. Like, no, these people were supposed to be players.
they got two potential really rookie years. Even though Rozier wasn't
Rozier
in the conversation.
Rozier was a 16th pick. And if the only reason was that because he came out after his sophomore year, like, we got to just start putting this in perspective. Like, they're young, yes, But these are talented guys.
Horford has been around the league.
Yes.
He knows the game of basketball. And listen, and again, Luke Walton. Like let's not overblow this coaching thing right now, because at the end of the day, nobody is talking about Spose. Ain't nobody out here talking about Spose. At one point, people were acting like he was literally a wonder kid.
Yeah.
They were acting like this guy is gonna be.
Because
you know what? Because
he figured out to make LeBron the main person on that Miami team.
Well, also too, he figured out how to make him the main person on that team. Surround him with shooters,
sort of,
and let him go. But too,
it was an accident.
We would be talking about Spoelstra if Whiteside was any good. We would be talking about Spoelstra right now, and we wouldn't be talking about Brad Stevens.
Bam.
So we have to kind of tone it down a little bit. I love Steve.
Tone it down.
He's probably the best coach in the league right now. But we have to be realistic. It is about the Joes.
Good job, ESPN, on overblowing something yet again, and getting me to talk about it. All right, so I did want to bring this up since we often talk about our man's Michael Jordan. Today in history, on this day, Michael Jordan hit this shot. There's a shot. We got the video.
Okay.
You see that, producer? I want y'all to go ahead and run it.
Cartwright got it in for Scottie Pippen. Pippen brings it up against Craig Elo. Scottie, right side for BJ. 11 seconds, 10, 9. BJ just holds, bothered by Price. Dump to Michael. 6, 5, 4. Michael strip, got it back. 3, 2. Michael falls, fires. Yeah!
Does it again!
The ball's wet. He looks at the crowd. At the buzzer. This crowd is stunned. Michael right over Wilkins and in his face. And the Bulls have swept the Cleveland Cavaliers.
All right, and that was a shot to sweep the then Cleveland Cavaliers that had Craig Elo on it.
That pretty much sent them in the tailspin of how they got LeBron 20 years later.
Basically,
or no, 10 years later. 10 years later, that was pretty much the beginning.
Oh wow, yeah.
And 10 years later, they got LeBron. So they really should. I mean, we really should be thanking Michael for hitting that shot, getting them out of there, because they sucked for 10 years and then they got LeBron.
I don't think.
What's the point?
I don't thank him. I just wanted to say, because we always talk about Jordan versus LeBron, and Jordan did have some great moments. I do want to bring that up. That was
No, here's the thing that I don't like about the Jordan conversation. With that, there have been too many people on social media saying Michael don't let it get out of hand to have those game winners.
Yeah.
How many times have you heard that?
Yep.
And I'm like,
he did.
Michael ass was out here like good times, scratching and surviving.
Yeah, especially I mean, come on now. He went to a game 7 with the Pacers, which shouldn't have never happened.
Should have never happened.
Yeah,
with the Davis boys.
Yeah, they talked like the finals. He never made a game 7.
Yeah,
okay,
but that's just like.
But how about in your league?
Yeah, because the Eastern Conference was a little bit tougher than the West.
Oh yeah.
So, the Eastern Conference champion was pretty much the de facto champion.
Yeah.
Just a side note, I use that clip as one of my, like your end of before you graduate, you have to do like a cornerstone, a capstone. So that was I made several commercials, and that was one for a Chicago AM radio station, and they liked it, and they used it. They picked it up. You
remember that? Yes.
Oh wait, I think I had you. Did you do the voiceover for me?
I did do the voiceover on that one. I remember that.
It was like Chicago's on. It was something, man. Like Chicago deserves a winner.
Chicago deserves a winner.
You remember that? You remember that? You remember that?
Right down memory lane.
That was it. Yes.
Yeah.
All right, and we still doing it all
still
these years later. All right, so moving on.
After all those
that is our much shorter opening tip than last week. So we're gonna move on to the first quarter. So we're gonna address real quick. I don't think we're gonna have a huge discussion, but we're gonna talk about this NBA draft lottery that just took place.
Let's get to
All right, so here are the picks. Phoenix got the number 1. Phoenix did have the worst record in the league.
They did.
Kings got number 2. Atlanta got 3. On down, Memphis was 4. Dallas, Orlando, Chicago's number 7. Cleveland got a pick from Brooklyn, so they're in the top 10. New York and Philly round out the top 10. So, my question for you guys is, and we'll look at a couple mock drafts next.
Yeah.
Do you think that any of these franchises, particularly the top 10, will change? Are going to be benefiting from getting these picks? Is there any?
Phoenix.
Phoenix is
definitely.
Before you say why, what about you, Ray? Do you have a
Yeah, I see a couple, because this draft is going to be pretty good.
Yeah.
This draft is going to be a pretty solid draft. I think that Atlanta has potential to do something really exciting with their pick. I think that they're like a couple players away. Memphis, maybe even Dallas. I see of the influx of the talent they have coming in. I think those people, and Reggie, I want him to talk about why Phoenix, because he definitely has
So let me real quick, I'll say I definitely agree with Phoenix. Atlanta, Memphis, they have a good, I think Chicago can do something too with this pick because they're kind of on the cusp of having some young talent coming up.
Zach, they got Laurie.
Yeah.
They got some things moving.
Yeah. All right, so here's the NBADraft.net, which is my favorite mock draft site. They have Phoenix picking DeAndre Ayton. Now, the big discussion, though, apparently is Ayton versus, was it Doncic?
Yeah, Luka.
So who's going? And there are people that have Luka going number 1.
Yeah,
so please tell me why you think Phoenix is.
Well, I think when number 1, you have possibly the top 3 shooting guard in the league, and he's 22. And Devin Booker. You have the top 3 or number 4 pick last year who came on pretty strong, Josh Jackson. You've got the pieces there. All you need is a cornerstone. I think you can't go wrong with either one of these, DeAndre or Luka. And the reason why I say that is because Luka can play point guard. He can be a 6'8" point guard. I've seen the jumper. It's sweet. I've never seen somebody at 19 be playing professional since 14 and is actually the leading scorer of their team in Europe. Usually they don't play young people. So you can't go wrong with Luka. And DeAndre Ayton is a man. And if you get him, he can shoot threes, he can block shots. You got him, you got Booker, you got Josh Jackson, you got something. And that's what you need is some young talent to develop. I think they're this is it. They fell right in their hands. They can't fuck it up. They can, but they shouldn't.
Right.
Yeah, I think they have 2 guys. I want to say Luka. Luka could very well be what's your man in New York?
Porzingis?
Porzingis. I think he can be a sleeper. And I think he could very well be the next Porzingis.
I want to say this. They played last summer. I actually watched this game. I was streaming it online. Porzingis played Luka. Luka killed Porzingis. Crossed him up, dunked him. Luka destroyed Porzingis. And this is 18 years old. That's what I'm saying. Like, we may be sleeping on how good Luka is.
Yeah, I've only seen a couple highlights. And, I don't know. Like, I don't want him to go to Sacramento.
Nah. And he put out something today saying he don't know if he's coming over. And they saying that's because he wants to steer away from Sacramento. If you go to Sacramento, like that's the desert. You don't want to go there.
They'll have his rights.
They can force his hand, draft him, and hold on to his rights, and he have to stay over there.
Because they ain't going to be good this year anyway.
They not going to be good.
Whether they get him or not.
That's sad, man.
Yeah.
That they going to hold his rights and be like, if you ever want to play in the NBA,
hey,
you got to play for us.
Hey.
Wow.
They probably would trade him, though, don't you think?
Try to get, if they don't have the bargaining power at that point because they know, all the teams know he doesn't want to play for you. So we're gonna offer you pennies on the dollar just so you can get rid, just so you can get something
contraction. Let's contract Sacramento
and
Toronto, and we got our league right there, baby.
No, I don't get rid of Toronto. I definitely say one of the California teams got to go.
Seattle needs a team, man.
One of y'all but somebody got to go.
Gots to go.
Got to go.
How does Sacramento, of all places, have a team?
NBA team.
Sacramento. That's Cal land.
What cities are they close to? Are they?
They out there.
Yeah, Sacramento. Like when you think about it, I mean, it's not far from the Bay.
It's like 2 hours from the
Bay.
Bay.
It's like 2 hours.
Yeah,
so it's not bad.
Uh-oh.
That's like Louisville.
From here?
Yeah, from here. That's like Louisville.
All right, cool. So I just wanted that was their NBA draft.com. They pretty much, most of the places I saw had these 10. Some of them slightly, adjusted.
New York getting Colin Sexton. I like that. Sexton.
I was thinking I like Sexton going to Cleveland.
Ooh, right.
Listen,
you right.
I'm sorry.
You right.
He needs if LeBron stays. This is an interesting one to me.
Yeah.
Because what position will Bamba really play?
Yeah, right.
When he comes to the NBA,
he's too small. He's got the height for center, but he's too frail. He's too frail. I don't know. I don't know what he's gonna play.
I've seen a couple of places had Bamba going to Chicago and Carter going to Cleveland.
I'd like Sexton for Cleveland. That's who a dog like him. Pair him with LeBron.
Listen,
get in. I like that.
That's who I want.
Terry Rozier 2.0. That's the next Terry Rozier.
I want Sexton in Cleveland. That's as far as a lot of this that I've seen. I see Sexton in Cleveland. That's who I want.
That would be right over that. That's a good one.
That'd be monster move.
Yeah.
Okay, and he would be there according to a lot of the drafts. He ain't going in top 7. So
yeah.
But these people.
Orlando's
gonna pick him.
Yeah, right.
Oh, we want him. Right.
Phoenix takes Colin Sexton,
and then we're all gonna look at Reggie and say, "Can't mess it up, huh? Can't fuck this up, huh?" I have confidence in Phoenix, though. I don't. They're not a.
This is tailor made for y'all to not fuck this up, man.
They have a great. Stadium.
I would go with Aiden. I would go with Aiden. I have a little bias about Europe. I know it's different now because there's difference with scouting than there was back in the day. But somebody was like, Luka is the best prospect of Europe ever. I was like, yeah, that's what they said about Darko.
I think, and you're right. I think the difference though is Luka has played against adults, and Darko only played against his age group, and so he probably matured earlier than his age group.
Yeah.
But
plus he was that physical specimen.
Yeah.
Like, oh, look at his body.
Look at him. Yeah, and again, riding that Dirk wave.
Yeah, but I mean, you got to look at come on, man, look Tony Kukoc.
Yeah.
Was Dino Raja.
Porzingis.
It's a lot of guys that were scouted accordingly.
Yeah.
That were scouted accordingly.
Manu.
Manu. I think the thing that killed a lot of the European talent is that they didn't want to come to the NBA. It was like they usually came after their prime.
Right.
4 or 5 years later. And then you start having the injuries. Because they were making so much money in Europe.
They making
pennies compared to what they're making.
And they're home. And
they're
celebrities.
They're celebrities. You got,
And they're like,
you're from Chechnya and you stay in Chechnya. Everybody loves you.
Everybody loves
you. Go to Sacramento, nobody knows who the fuck you are.
You really right. Really, you walking around and nobody.
Krokoresh. I'm a big star in Chechnya.
People don't even recognize Porzingis in New York because he looks like every other European walking around that city. He got
big goofy ass white dude.
Right, exactly.
Cursing out Latinos.
Right. I just want to say he calling the cops on folks. There are some black men in Madison Square Garden playing basketball. Bro, those are your teammates. You play Steal in case.
Get more Europeans.
All right, so this was just the NBA.com. It's like a consensus. I don't know how they did this because there's a couple repeats, but this is a lot of people who had Aiden as number 1, Doncic. Carter still at number 9, so nobody's looking at him for the Cavs. That could be a nice coup. A lot of people have Bamba going to the Mavericks. So
I could see that.
I could see that.
It's like Tyson Chandler.
Yes.
Trying to pair him with the point guard.
Yes.
That you can lob to and get some easy buckets. I can see that.
And it's much more of a finesse game over there. Yeah. You're not banging a lot. Those guys are just kind of running and finessing. And they're looking at, on the West Coast, you're looking at what KD was allowed to do with that undersized body. Yeah. So I think that they have a legitimate case at trying to get Bamba. That's a sound decision to have him go out to the West.
All right, great. I see a comment that I don't have on your on my phone. It says,
because you're the guy in the middle, I'm not.
Before we go, Luka may stay in Europe next year. He hasn't decided yet. Okay, so that's Russell just confirming that Luka has said.
Yeah, that's a ploy.
He may stay, as in I don't want to go to Sacramento.
I'm gonna pull a Kobe Bryant.
Don't say me exactly.
He didn't want to go to Charlotte.
He didn't want to go to Charlotte, and that's how Charlotte got D-Box. Vladi Dottie.
Vladi Dottie. We like Stapati.
Yes, sir. All right, so now we are moving on to our second quarter.
You're not the boss of me now. You're not the boss of me now. You're not the boss of me now. And you're not so bad.
Life is unfair. That things that go on behind the scenes.
That was a great.
That was like one song.
That was one of the last.
That was one of the last.
That was one of the last theme songs.
Absolutely. All right. Well, as you saw, it is now time for my favorite segment of the show, the Baller of the Week.
Yeah, it's your favorite because you created it.
There we go. All right. So, oh shoot, Rainbow, you're first.
Oh, I'm up first?
Yes, you're up first.
Okay.
Revolution, who is your baller of the week this week?
My baller of the week is the Golden State Warriors system.
Yeah.
Yes,
their system.
Magic.
Listen.
Passing the ball.
They.
Passing and moving.
And did you see that they had a possession where the ball never hit the ground?
That's how you can score 61 points and only dribble
5.
Yeah, 5. It's beautiful.
It's
beautiful.
It's a thing of beauty.
Yeah.
That system, my God, I love it. They having fun. It's fluid. And I want to tell you something. Like, I know this is going to sound crazy. I'm going to sound like one of those crazy old white guys, right? And they're doing it the right way. They're playing the game the right way. But I'm going to tell you something. When kids see this, the importance of sharing the ball and moving it around and getting the best.
And trusting your teammates.
Absolutely.
Trusting that they can do something with the ball, something positive.
And it's good that they've got, I mean, I know people complain, but if that's going to be one of the side effects, and they've got two of the biggest stars in the league on that, so now everybody's paying attention because everybody loves Curry, everybody loves Durant. That is a really good side effect and a benefit for having.
I hope when I'm sitting in the gym this summer watching AAU ball that they are sharing the ball. I get tired of seeing isolation.
You're going to see a bunch of Hardens, though.
Yeah, I get tired of it, man. Yeah, like, clear out. I got him. I got my God, man.
You don't.
You don't.
You will not finish on me. I'm telling you right now, fam. I'm telling you right. Oh, clear it out. Yeah, everybody clear this out.
God,
yeah,
give
clear
him a
this
try.
out.
Let
clear
him go.
this out.
Let him go.
All right, Reg, who you got for your baller of the week?
My baller is Terry Rozier. This man he surpassed all expectations. People did not know who he was at the beginning of the year. You had people talking about Kyrie Irving. Now they're talking about, is Kyrie Irving necessary? I love what he's doing. He plays defense first and foremost, and he can knock down a shot. And I love his attitude. He gonna tell you about yourself as he getting you together. I love it, man. We need more Terry Roziers that's gonna tell you, yeah, I'm about to put 20 on you. I'm about to cross you up. Nah, you ain't gonna swing on me. Who you think I'm from? Listen, I'm from Virginia. Like, he gonna tell you where he from. He gonna tell you everything. Give you the rundown. I love it.
Wait, isn't he from Ohio though?
Nah, he's from like Virginia or something.
Listen, if I'm remembering correctly, they had on one of these Instagram NBA accounts that I follow tweets from 2011 from Rozier when LeBron left, and Rozier was completely trashing.
Well, I know he went to
trashing LeBron. I mean,
he took it serious.
Yes, no, and it was hilarious. Some of the stuff he would say, he had no fear about, and now he's going up against the man.
Yeah, Youngstown, Ohio.
Yep,
Youngstown, Ohio.
Yeah, so he's
that's another. Listen, Youngstown is Youngstown. You don't want it for nobody from Youngstown. You don't want it for nobody from Youngstown. So yes, so that speaks more to my point. I thought he was from somewhere in Virginia, but Youngstown, I get it. He's bred.
There you go.
He's bred.
All right, so along the same lines, my baller of the week will be the one and only Jaylen Brown. Because this man been balling. He's been a leading scorer both games. He is leading them on offense. He is killing it on defense. This guy is not the name that everybody talks about. You hear about Rozier all the time. You hear about what's his name? What's the rookie? Tatum. But Brown is coming in here like, yeah, no, I'm one of these guys too.
Yeah.
And kind of leading the team. So I really love what he's been doing for them.
I wanted to go back to your comment about Rozier. To me, he is the Eastern Conference version of Kawhi Leonard with a mouth.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Like, because his defense is, listen, man.
Gonna lock you down.
He is going to lock you down and be like, I'm still going to drop. I'm finna drop 22 on your head. I'm finna drop 22 on
I'm pulling up when this pull-up Jimbo. I'm knocking it down.
I'm gonna
knock it down.
Man. Rozier who?
Yeah, right.
I like him.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Maybe it's because more of the inner city kids have not been able to make it to the league. It's been more of the suburban kids because of access and whatever. But we need more of them hard-nosed, grew up, they can't go back. Listen, the guys that can't go back, I need them on my team because I know they're going to fight for everything.
So
scratching and surviving.
So I also want to go back to something you said. So you think that they're like, do we need Kyrie? Is that a legitimate?
That's a great conversation.
Listen, we're talking about Rozier is on a rookie contract, right?
Ooh.
We paying Kyrie how much money? Do you think, like, honestly, Kyrie, they say Kyrie comes back next year, he's healthy. How far does adding him take them?
You want to know what happens with that? It changes the
dynamic,
flow
right?
And that dynamic,
right?
And you go, this guy needs the ball in his hands.
Now, why not package him? Look at a Kawhi and say a Kawhi where you can slide Kawhi in. You can put him at the 4. You can put him at the 3. You can put him at the 2. You can play him multiple.
Ugly.
And now you talking about championships.
Horford got a couple more good years.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got.
Let's let
he's
Hayward
got about
come
a good half a tank of gas left in him, man.
Yeah.
Let's let Hayward come back.
Now you talking
with
about
these guys in Kawhi.
Everybody interchangeable. God. Everybody interchangeable. Listen, I would say
you got the best of both worlds. You got superstars and you got Brad Stevens.
Exactly.
I don't think they need. Oh man. But teams are going to be greedy.
Yes. Yeah.
Teams are going to be greedy.
Yeah.
But if you're smart, you got to look about how that ball is going to, be shared around when Kyrie comes back.
Yes,
Like you're gonna have to coach and.
I mean, they were really good when he was there. I mean,
Yeah,
they're really
but
good.
it's the difference
It's
in how they play.
Yes,
And
on how
Kyrie
the
needs
good-
his 21, 25 shots.
He needs it.
that's a lot of shots.
That's a lot of
That's
shots.
a lot.
You see how they sharing the ball now. I don't know how that plays.
Brad is somewhere listening to you and going.
I've already thought about it.
So
Who's their go-to in the clutch?
He didn't text you. He like, hey, shut the fuck
Shut
up.
the
Hey, you're fucking up my shit big time.
You're fucking up big.
You're fucking up my shit big time.
You're gonna fuck about shit big time when Pop watches.
But the go-to player now, I mean, I would say it's kind of Horford.
Yes.
It's kind of Horford.
Yeah, Horford is the anchor to that.
They know that. I mean, we saw in the Philly series. They know when the game gets tight, we can get a bucket. And hell, I mean, fourth quarter, that's who they turned to when the game started turning for them against Cleveland. He put them up. He had scored 8 quick points. Next thing you know, the game was out of hand. So I say it's kind of Horford right now.
Yep, I agree.
All right. So we have the baller ballers. We gotta have the blue dog shit.
Give a fuck what you call it. Put a chokehold on the motherfucker and call it blue dog shit. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck what you call it. Put a chokehold.
Yes. Right on
So we're gonna have time to sing a new theme song with that intro. All right, so we're gonna start again with Ravo, who is this week's blue dog shit. And I'm gonna tell you guys that pretty much, in essence, we all picked the same blue dog shit, just a different variation. So please, who is your blue dog shit ball of the week?
Listen, I watched game 1 and I was like, okay. I watched game 2 the other day. Cleveland versus Boston.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you like this. I have never in my life seen an ineffectual coaching scheme on defense and offense.
Yes.
I'm not seeing anything. These are some rec league hoopers.
Yes.
My blue dog shit is, and I'm gonna be honest with you, you can put his image up there, but it is their entire system.
And he's representing their system because I couldn't get a good picture to represent the system, so I picked him. But
You could have got one of them memes where it just says, "Give LeBron the ball." That's
right.
That's listen, man. I've never seen anything as ineffectual in my life.
It was horrible. We're looking at like what's happening?
Now,
on offense
what's
right now?
beyond horrible? What's it's terrible. It's terrible,
terrible.
plus horrible. It's terrible.
And you know what's bad? Kyle Korver came in the second quarter, I believe it was. He scored 11 quick points. You know how many minutes he played in the second half?
I mean,
3. Like, what are we doing where we are not noticing where you have an advantage and you just say, we're going to ride this advantage? You keep playing JR?
You keep look, man. That JR, I don't know what I don't know what they're leaning on when it comes to JR. He is fucking hot or he is cold.
Yeah.
And you know what?
Frigid.
I can't do it anymore, man. I can't. And it's almost like, I'm going to be very honest with you. I don't care if they go on and win the series. He's got to fucking go.
Yes.
He's Tyronn
Yes,
Lue.
absolutely.
They
He's
need.
been saying this stuff.
He's got to go.
Yes.
He does.
I'm talking about they need a new general manager.
Yes.
You need to listen. The entire organization.
Russell Johnson says they need to fire Lou and hire Casey ASAP. What y'all think about that? No, not Casey. You don't think D-Wayne?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Expound on that for us, Russ.
Yeah,
we'll
Russ,
move on.
Yeah,
Expound
Russ,
on that for us.
tell me a little bit more. You got to convince me of this, Russ, because I seen a guy that getting annihilated by LeBron 3 years in a row. I don't know how he's gonna do a better job than what Tyronn Lue is doing.
He's got to go.
But Tyronn got to go. Yeah,
I'm
Yeah,
done.
Absolutely. They should have grabbed Budenholzer. All right, so how about your slight variation on the blue dog?
yeah, it's a slight. It's just a slight. Everybody except for LeBron. Everybody. LeBron, you exempt. Like, block him out. you exempt. But George, I was going to give it to George, because George, I expect more from you But everybody, all of them, man, it's terrible. Kyle been playing decent.
He's about the only
one. Yeah.
And Love actually did what he was supposed to do
But
in
the
this
way
game.
he scores is not affecting
Yes.
the game.
Yes.
And that's what's the troubling thing. Like
Yes.
he can put up his 20 points or his 19 points. It ain't affecting the game at all. And he's getting killed on defense. Horford is killing him. When they switch him out on Brown, Brown is killing him.
Eaton.
So Love might as well just be Tristan Thompson out there.
Yikes. Who did horribly, by the way. We got 8 points and 7 rebounds. Oh, go ahead.
Russell Johnson, that's a player issue, not a coach issue. The rest of the team played solid.
Talking about Casey in Toronto.
Casey.
So he's saying that that they didn't have the right personnel, and that
They didn't. But a game, you can't get a game.
Again, you couldn't coach.
You couldn't coach.
A gentleman's sweep.
Yeah,
Like you couldn't go.
A game. It's 11 straight in the playoffs that you don't lost to. I don't know, man.
That hurts. Okay. So I'll go on, and I got a little more specific with my Blue Dog shit. I'm giving it to straight up J.R. Smith. It cut it off. He's got the 3. I think he just hit a 3 in this picture, but that's how many points he has scored +1 in this whole fucking series so far.
He logged a lot of minutes.
4 points. And he's a starter. He's a starter. You're a fucking starter.
He out there. He logged.
And you score 4 points in 2 games?
Him and LeBron must have some secret society pact, because I just don't. I didn't get it. Listen, I was not a fan of his in Denver.
Nah.
Or New York.
He's like one of those people that is like, oh man, when he puts it all together, he's never gonna put it all together.
He's never going to put it.
It's a reason why those people are always in the same position. It's because they're never gonna put it up. Like those people who rely on their potential for 20 plus years, they're never gonna put it all together. They can't. It's something that's in them that stops them from succeeding.
And the way he is, he should be a 7-8 man. So he can come out there, and if he's not hot, you can remove him. If he is hot, he can affect the game. But don't start this.
Well, how long do you give him? You put him out there. How long do you give him to understand if he's hot or not?
3 to 5 minutes.
3 to 5 minutes.
Okay, Reg, let me ask you a question. What is he on the defensive end to you?
Oh, he's a turnstile. Like I would say he could stay on the floor if he could guard anymore.
If he could guard,
he can't guard anymore.
Yep.
You can't
be a liability on both ends.
Exactly. And I hate to build it because I hate to harp on people's age and say like maybe it's age, but he looks like, you remember like JR was dunking between his legs, and like he looks a 2 steps slow now. Like he's struggling. It was one play with Tatum gave him an up fake at the 3-point line and blew right past him. Like what? Where's your feet at?
Right. Yeah. So Cleveland is sucking. I don't understand the narrative around this team. We'll talk about it when we talk about the series, but people love to pretend like this is on LeBron somehow.
No, it's
we'll
not.
talk about it. We'll talk about that in the third quarter. So we're gonna take a quick break. We're going to our halftime. So we got a few videos, just some interesting things, some fun things. So if you want to go ahead and roll that first video for us, Mr. Producer. Yeah, it's 01.
Oh,
I didn't watch it real time, but the ref decided
playing games
not to. I mean, he did like he was playing with them.
Yes,
like, he's like, sorry. Turn his back on him.
Like he's playing like how you do your kids. Like he playing hide and seek with the.
Yes.
I got your ear, yeah.
Gotcha. Just want to see if y'all would jump. Of course they're gonna fucking jump. It's a jump ball. So I think that just a real quick commentary. I think the league needs to crack down a little more on their referees. I think we touched on this a couple of episodes ago. They need them to be. I mean, because
their job is to be seen, not heard, and I think too often they are inserting themselves into the dialogue,
into the conversation, and it's too many times where they want to be a part of the action.
Yeah,
that's not your job.
It's not your job.
You are a watcher.
The best refs are the ones you don't notice. Like I'm supposed to watch the game, and I don't really need to know your name. I shouldn't go into the game knowing that this guy's ref in it. And then I know with this guy's ref and it's this reputation.
I shouldn't even know it. You should be a fly on the wall.
Exactly.
Yep, absolutely.
And I think that the way that sports leagues have officiated games is antiquated. You all have money.
Yes.
You guys can have people surrounding like stop.
Gotta be running up and down.
Running all of that. It's
really,
old.
I read an article quite a while ago where they're like, there needs to be some changes as far as refs should have a 10-year minimum in the league. They should have a age minimum. Like you shouldn't have the Steve Jaffes and the what was the one guy Crawford's.
Yeah.
Like those guys.
Or an age limit.
An age
Once
limit
you get
as well.
To a certain age.
Both.
Yeah.
10 years or a certain age. Whatever
was
comes
it
first.
Dick Bavetta?
Bavetta, yeah.
He was like 80.
Yes, Bavetta was so
It's like
old.
80.
Like, you know you can't see that ball.
Right.
Everybody loves Bavetta.
We don't even trust you to drive, man. We don't trust you to drive. Why you on this court?
Up and down the court with these monsters. All right, so another bit of shenanigans from the Houston Golden State game. You can run that next.
Like a good neighbor. Shut your bitch ass up. Like a good neighbor. Shut your bitch ass up.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know it started. All right, so I just thought this was hilarious. Ray will sent me this. But it was like the realest moment, I think, in the whole playoffs, where Kerr is making some sort of a joke with Chris Paul's like, yeah, and Chris Paul's like,
fuck you.
Fuck you, right? Fuck you, colonizer. Get the hell out of here. And I think right. But I mean, I think it speaks to like, yo, man, you can't relate to us.
We've watched from the Gulf Coast of Texas, and we do not appreciate what you are doing in California. You couldn't even save your own head coach. Mark Jackson! They don't appreciate it. They ain't appreciating this, man.
They ain't appreciating these gems.
Gold.
We giving them all the
Infinity Stones. We giving them everything.
All right, so moving a little bit away from the NBA, just a couple quick fun videos. You can go ahead and run our next one, please.
Last
bitch. He thought he had something. He thought he was cooking with kerosene.
What's happening right now? I don't know what's happening.
What's happening?
Okay, tell me that you're running the video, please.
Oh, you did a quick. You gotta say something.
You gotta say something. Verbalize it. Use your words.
Are we
back on?
Yeah.
Not the whole thing was just caught on.
I mean, that's fine. I didn't know. All right. So anyway, that was embarrassing. I love how everything that embarrassing that you do in your life gets caught on camera now, especially if you're on a basketball court. So the caption was tag someone who you would block like this. You got anybody you would block like that?
Oh, Malik. Malik, I would block my son.
Adam.
Adam.
Adam,
I would listen, and he swear. Oh man, I would like Malik. Please, bro, I would do bad things to you, and I'm not even a hooper. I will do bad things to you, bro. My athleticism is enough to do bad at this advanced age. You can't listen. I ain't really lost too much, baby.
It's still there. The tank is still.
Oh my God!
You got more than a half tank. You got 3/4.
Oh baby. Okay, and you forget I'm running premium.
I do recall a certain Thanksgiving.
Yeah, tell
when
about
a certain race was run.
Tell about it.
When a certain son was talking big
Which one?
shit.
Which one?
Same one. He's
same
about
one. Okay,
now.
same one. Okay, Malik.
And there was a foot race, and Malik lost.
Imagine that.
Old man.
Yeah, imagine you losing to your dad. Like y'all supposed to. I have to say, I'm supposed to be beating you.
He's 6'2". Yeah. He got longer legs, and I'm like, baby, none of that matters, baby. I'm built for this.
All right. Do you have anybody who blocked like that? Right?
My boss. My boss. But I wouldn't just throw it. I would send it back to the face.
Okay. Yes,
back
down.
Yeah, back down to the. Yes, that's what.
My 7-year-old son. Aiden, for sure. I would get that shit out of there. Okay, Daddy.
He'd be like, "Whoa,
right,
that was so cool, Dad."
Exactly.
What
You're so strong.
He will idolize you.
Exactly.
Whoa,
you're so strong, Daddy. You blocked that ball cut.
You're one of the Avengers.
Exactly. That's why I would do it.
You just blasted it into tomorrow. Whoa. You can play for the Cubs.
You can play for the Cubs.
You can play for the Cubs.
All right. So we got a little more shenanigans. If you want to run this next clip. So I looked at that and I was like, wait, when did
Weezy?
I wasn't gonna say Weezy. I was gonna say what's the stand-up that was in the comedian that was in the first episode of Atlanta, Alligator Man? What's
Cat
Williams. I was like, why Cat Williams playing ball? That's other stuff. That's just something you do that you just know you about to embarrass the guy that you playing again.
Wait a minute. I want to say this. So the season finale of Atlanta.
Yeah.
I was a little disappointed that Cat Williams didn't come back.
Yes, I thought but I guess they alluded to it with the gun, because that's the gun that
he gave him.
But yes, I was expecting Cat to have a larger role in the series, in the season.
I thought he was going to kind of be a presence.
Yeah.
In this season,
like a couple episodes.
Yeah,
So I can't wait to rewatch though, to go back and like Anthony and I always talk about like Reggie and I always talk about the binge, like how bingeable is it? So that's Atlanta.
All right. So now I want to point out that he did do that to a white guy. Because that kind of is my segue in this next video, that you don't always judge a book by its cover. You get on a basketball court, you automatically think the white guy might do this. But not only that, also think, because me and Ray was at an AAU game, and it was kind of a chubby guy, and he was running up and down the court as hard as he could. He wasn't doing nothing.
He was not chubby. He was big as hell. Who you
talking about? The white guy on Drake's team.
Oh, okay.
That looked like he was wearing some low top Nike canvas shoes.
And I'm like, what are you doing, bro?
Yeah,
like
you sure hit the right court?
It was so, but you can't always judge a book by its cover. So if you want to play this
my
next
baller
clip,
baller right here.
Yeah, this is Rainbow's baller.
Nigga wanna see me fall. Stephen Curry, how I ball. Gosha garments and a white 3 on my body. I'm an icon, man. And my girl about a 10. I should fuck her in the Benz. Niggas say they run my hometown. I don't know how I'm the prince of the land. All we talk about is check. Cash, rack, bills, nut, stacks.
what y'all saying while watching the video about catching up?
Go ahead.
Yeah. He grew too early. Kind of peaked too early. I hate to say it, but they catching up with you and all of that slow moving. It ain't gonna work, man. It ain't gonna work.
But he may shoot up, and sometimes guys like that when they grow up,
if
keep
he
the
shoot
weight
up,
and grow.
then he definitely gonna have to lose some weight so he can get some more agility. Because at the next level, when he gets to high school, I'm talking dudes is running 4.3s, 4.4. Like you ain't making it.
In your late 30s, you dusting 20-year-olds.
After Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Done had a full meal.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
It's sitting right here.
Man.
Shirley Black Eyed Peas.
Oh, man. I didn't even train for that. I didn't even stretch.
All right, so we got one more video we're going to play.
He's probably running his hardest.
He was.
I'm going to get you, Dad.
He ran fast. I think it was a couple races, and they were neck and neck the other one. But, all right, so we got one more video. This was tragic, but it was one of the ones I had to laugh at. So let's go.
Yes. You know he's waiting all year.
So here's an educator, obviously trying to speak to his, students and whatnot, and he obviously, I'm telling this whole story. I see how this happened. He set this whole thing up. This is what the students versus staff basketball game. He's like, there's gonna be a moment in this game where I get a rebound. I need you to be on this spot of the court. Go ahead and bend down. I'm gonna come off your back and do this amazing dunk. The whole school's gonna go wild. It's gonna go viral. Like, he's like, I'm gonna be cool for the rest of the year. I'm gonna be getting high fives down the hall.
Next 3 years, yeah. You
Right.
gotta
Just everybody that's a freshman that year until they season, and the legend will grow.
The legend will grow. He probably won't play the next year.
Yeah.
Like, no.
So yeah, he's like, no, I'm coaching. I'm
Yeah.
guest coaching this next year, and instead, he may have killed himself. I don't know how that video ended, but I'm making up this whole story. So in my story, he's dead.
Deceased.
And
The
even if he's
obituary.
still breathing, he probably has to change.
Yeah. Here lies phys ed teacher.
That was the principal. That was the principal of the school.
Man, he killed it.
We
But
have to.
here's the thing that I need to say, though.
Yes.
Who's the motherfucker that got down on all fours? Who was the motherfucker?
Who was the ass kisser?
What
The
black
ass-
back
Yeah.
did you try to build your motherfucking
Yes.
fame off
Yes.
of?
Who?
I'm gonna go viral off your back, literally, nigga.
Yeah. Yes.
And you know what? They ain't nobody but the ancestors. Because of your ignorant black ass out here kowtowing to Mr. motherfucking Cumberdale.
Mr. Cumberdale. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Cumberdale has succumbed to injuries from dunk. Memorials will be held at St. Peter Francis
St.
this
Peter
weekend
Francis.
at 2 and 5.
Donations. Do they have
favorite song.
Do they have repasses? They have.
They as in white people?
Yeah, you guys have repasses.
Yeah, tight his eyes, baby tight eye, baby tight eyes. Why don't you ask Gringo Chinko over here, man? With the
No, they don't have anything called a repass. They go back to somebody's house and eat.
Oh, okay.
So I guess it's similar.
It's similar.
But no, there's no repass.
Okay. I was interested. I don't know.
Things you want to know.
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
Usually, I love that we've gotten to this world now where black people can ask, like, hey, is it true that y'all kiss y'all dogs in the mouth? Because when I was growing up, white people was always asking, hey.
I was talking with this with Starlet. Like, used to always get these weird questions. It's like, okay, I can't say this one, but hey, I didn't realize black people's palms was not black. It's like, yo, what did you What you think?
Are you serious?
What you think?
No, the weirdest one I got. It's not the weirdest one, but it's the one that I just remember for the rest of my life. I'm at space camp. Hey, anybody got some jokes? Direct them directly to me, motherfucker, okay? Yes, I went to full ride to space camp, bitches. Full ride. I just did. My mama just didn't send me. I earned it. Fire ass essay. Now back to my motherfucking soliloquy. So anyway, I was at space camp, and for whatever reason, they put me in a room with these like little, like younger guys. So I was like 14, and they were like 11. Right? They were like 11 years old. And so they were like, hey, you know, and I'm all broad-shouldered. I'm like, hey, I had basically the exact same haircut. And they were like, hey, is it true that you guys use grease in your hair? So what is it? Is it like Crisco? Is it like, what kind of grease do you put in your hair? Like, I was like,
this is
and
where
I
we
said,
at.
the same grease Elvis and your grandfather used, bitch. Like, back then, I was over with whiteness. I was real tired of whiteness. I went to Blackstown. I mean, it was like when I moved to Gary. It was like what's the name of that movie with the white chick that the gays love? Dorothy and the slippers.
Wizard of Oz.
Oh no!
The Wiz?
Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of. It's a white one.
You sure?
You saying?
Yes.
Like Diana Ross. I got it.
No, but yeah, man.
All right. Yeah. So halftime is over. We are moving in to the third quarter. We're gonna talk about these games.
Corey, I think your punk ass went twice.
So now we get into the grits and gravy of the
grits and gravy.
Ooh, that sounds good.
The game. Yeah.
That sounds good.
Beef gravy or chicken gravy, poultry gravy?
Ooh.
Which gravy? Which gravy?
Ooh.
Let's do it right now. which gravy?
Beef. I'm gonna say beef.
You gonna say beef?
I'm gonna say beef.
I'm gonna say poultry. On rice, I don't like it on potatoes. I likes my gravy on rice.
Also, but you don't like it on potato. You like potatoes just plain butter.
Hey, just wham wham wham.
Okay.
I don't need it. Just wham wham wham.
If the potatoes is made right, you don't need gravy.
You don't.
You don't need gravy. But it is an extra additive that I like.
It is. Hey, you indulge in. Yeah. It's okay. Sometimes you want to use the warming gel. Yeah. Move on.
All right. So we're gonna first, real quick, review our picks. As we do every week. Brianna Buckets has Houston and Boston in the finals. Reggie has Houston and Cleveland in the finals.
Not looking so
Houston
good.
winning, and Jaco has the worst, Houston and Cleveland, Cleveland winning. So, we're just beating on Cleveland. All right, let's talk about these Eastern Conference finals. So, interesting to me, a thought that I had today. So, Brad Stevens, let's say like they win this.
Okay.
Let's say like they come through, they beat Cleveland and make it to the finals.
Yeah.
I don't care how good he's coaching and how good these guys are playing. Do they have even a little chance at beating either of the other teams?
Okay. So I'm answering it two ways.
Yes.
They have no chance, right?
Right.
But I think it would be better and more exciting with them playing as opposed to Cleveland.
Yeah, go Cleveland.
Because at least they play defense. And that gives them a chance to get 1, 2, maybe 2.
They got 2. I'll be very impressed.
Yeah.
They could get 2.
They get 2. We see Golden State kind of leads off the foot a little bit when they.
I don't see Golden State being able to completely just whoop them at home.
Nah,
that's not happening on that parquet.
I wonder who will have the home court advantage in that.
It's
Is it?
It's Golden State.
Is it Golden State?
Yeah, they got a better. They got a better.
They had a better record?
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely. So it just kind of brought a question up to my mind. This is a very similar situation in 2010 and 2011 when he pushed a team that nobody thought should have been there all the way up against the powerhouses Duke and then Connecticut. This is very similar to that situation. Is Brad Stevens destined to be this Cinderella guy, pushing his teams to the limits, but never quite getting there?
Not long.
Yeah,
After
not
what
yet.
Reggie said, listen, next season we're gonna see something completely different. Listen, this guy is gonna win on the highest level.
Yeah, and next season, it's gonna be scary.
It's gonna be
It's
scary.
gonna be scary. This year, though, I would love to see them get there because of just how much it's gonna build their confidence for next year and their hunger for next season.
Absolutely.
It's kind of like what happened with the Thunder. They got there, and I wish that we had seen what would happen for that next season because I believe they would have won that next season. Because that hunger, they was like, they sat and watched them celebrate. They cried, and it was like, it's gonna be us. I wish we had got a chance to see because I think they would have won.
Yeah.
Me too.
I agree. All right. So, does Cleveland? What kind of a chance does Cleveland have? Right
None. None.
They got to win 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5.
You talking about in this series?
In this series, going home,
they got to win 4 out of 5.
Apparently, Boston is 1 for 4 on the road in this current playoff.
I would say this: they're actually 1 and 2 because they didn't have Marcus Smart the first 2 games. After they've got Marcus Smart, they're 1 and 2. So I think that changes the way we kind of talk about the road.
Listen, man. I'm sorry. I'm not talking about the powers of LeBron James. We talked about that all season.
Exactly.
We've
harped
exhausted
on it.
that.
Yeah.
Listen, I am talking the actual system. Nothing is happening there. To listen,
what's the changes that they can make that we can that to make us think that they can win 4 out of 5?
They'd have to kill several people on the actual team to have to go to the D League or sign contracts.
Get a sympathy ruling that they can bring new people onto the team. You guys can pick 3 second and third tier guys from all the remaining teams that are not in
give them a jersey.
Give them playoffs anymore.
Listen, man. I don't know. I don't see how they're gonna do it. I'm not one of these stat monkeys that just sits around and fawns and touches his middies and juggles his balls to stats. Okay, I'm not that guy. Okay, I'm not a midi tickler.
Ball juggler, midi tickling.
Midi tickler, ball juggler.
What's the purr on this one?
That's them. You got it. That's them. I'm not that guy. So I'm not looking at all these metrics. I'm a eye test guy.
And it don't look.
Listen.
Don't look. If it look like a duck. What do you?
I spies troubles in these waters.
I'm going on to the next series. I don't think we have anything else to talk about with Cleveland. We could give a bunch of what ifs and hoo-has, and they still losing. All right. Well, so let us move on to the fourth quarter. In the fourth quarter, we have some actual basketball being played. On both sides.
Both sides. Both teams playing hard.
Houston Rockets versus Golden State Warriors. They're 1-1 now. I think, and this is what's funny because everyone's like, oh, they need to make adjustments. They need to do this. They need to do this. Steve Kerr was actually interviewed. He's like, nah, they don't need to make adjustments. D'Antoni's doing the right thing. This is what got you here. This is what we do.
Yeah.
This is what your team is. Do what your team does. And they did what their team does. And they kind of whooped them.
Listen, what they say, a broke clock
is
right.
Yes.
Twice a day.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And the Houston Rockets will be full of W's twice in this series because you cannot sustain it.
No.
You can't hope that PJ Tucker is going to give you 22 points.
Yeah, no.
You can't sustain it.
It's the system worked. The system. It worked.
Yeah.
But there was also a lot wrong going on the other side.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Big
so, okay, where do we think this series is now? Where do we stand? I mean, we know we're 1-1, but do we honestly think that Houston has a chance to steal one in Golden State? Do we think it's going to be 2-2 or 3-1? Like, what do we think?
Something tells me it'll go 6.
It'll go 6? Okay.
Something is telling me it'll go 6. And that's, that'll be nice for it to go 6.
They might win Game 5.
Okay, so they lose both for Golden State.
Yeah.
I would be shocked if they win Golden State.
That's my thing.
I'm not gonna lie.
That's my thing. Is like, and Golden State kind of plays like that, where they like, all right, man, we still got to come back here, so we gonna kind of ease up on this game too, and we gonna get our 2 at Oracle, and then it's gonna be Game 5, and we'll ease up again, and we'll close it out at home. Right. That's just kind of how they play.
Yeah, and that's the thing, and that's what's wrong. And me and Ray did mention this early on with the D'Antoni system. Is like it does rely on everything clicking, and someone like PJ Tucker, who again, that's not a sustainable expectation.
Yeah,
stepping up.
No.
So
you can hope, or you can pretty much count on Paul playing well. You hope that you can count on Harden playing well. You hope that you can count on Eric Gordon playing well. I don't know if anybody else that you on that team that you can put money on. Say like, I know this game they coming through.
Yeah, but listen to what you said. Like if they first and foremost, Chris Paul has to play well,
right,
and Eric Gordon has to play well,
right.
James Harden on a nightly basis has to be MVP level.
Yes.
I don't want to hear well.
Yes.
You have to be MVP level. Listen, you have to almost die out there. And that's something that I don't see. And I've been wanting to say this about these NBA guys. Mm-hmm. Is that I grew up watching guys exhausted.
Well, you can see the sweat drip and they grip and every free throw is like this.
Like
it's huffing, it's puffing.
They had to take them, that last time out before the end of the quarter where they count. I remember they used to calculate like, okay, well he sits down here and it's it's only 30 seconds of game sit, but he actually is sitting down for 3 minutes, right? Because of this and this. Yeah. Like they would calculate that out because they were every second counted of this rest that these guys will get.
Yeah, and these. I don't see them being exhausted. I see them walking out and then they get out there real quick with their fresh ass clothes on, from designers nobody can name and none of us can afford. And it's embarrassing. Yeah. It's embarrassing that they're not going out there leaving it all on that court. And I don't see that.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say, I don't see it from any team other than Boston. Boston is the only one that I've seen. Marcus Smart, Terry Rozier, them dudes is leaving it out there.
They leaving it out there.
Yeah. Like, who on Cleveland is leaving it? Like,
pipe smoking JR? Like, is it?
Absolutely not.
Who on Houston? Houston, can you say, you know what? They gave it their PJ Tucker last game.
PJ Tucker, I say CP3.
Yeah, CP.
He's going out there, but I want to say this though. I don't think we talk about the first-rate organization that the Houston Rockets is, and that they have quietly have made moves to always be in contentionship for the last 40 years, man.
Yes.
Like, we don't talk about this enough, man. That they have always made smart moves.
If they go to the lottery, they're coming right out. Yep. They going in for a quick dip. They gonna get what they need, and they gonna come right out.
I don't quick dip, for anybody that's listening. I don't quick dip nothing. Okay.
Take my time in this.
Okay. I'm gonna use every minute of that clock before I make my decision. And the revolutions are on the clock. Hey. Hey. Steinbrenner, whatever the fuck your name is. Hey, you don't rush me. I can roll up off this thing when I get done with it.
Reclaiming my time.
Reclaiming my time.
You think I'm playing with you?
All right, so but that's true. Like me and Ray actually had a conversation earlier today about this. Like I can't remember the last time the Rockets were just out of it.
Like exhausted. Like you look at them and they're like, man, they playing hard. Like
I mean, like as far as the franchise.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like
no.
They were not finals contenders, but right there and a piece or two away, or at least trying.
They go in, just like get Yao, come right out, and get Samson, get Olajuwon, come right out. Come right out. We done. We done here. We got what we needed.
And then we gonna make moves. Hey, what's up with that big stupid what's his name? Big Dummy, the one that tried to beat Shaquille O'Neal, but he has zero charisma, but he's got all the kids. He's real soft though. Like he's got a body of a god.
Yeah.
But he plays like green baby shit. Like the softest, most mealy mouthed. This nigga. What's his name? The Pache, the Pooch, I don't know.
Him. Bring him in. We'll see.
We can see what he can do with him. Roll T-Max ass back up in here. He got more heart than you big dummy. I hate when God give people
the wrong abilities.
Listen, man. Listen.
When you looking at him like,
oh my God. If God gave me Dwight Howard's body, oh my God! Do you know? Listen,
levels of. Look, all Dwight used his body was for fornication. That's all he used it for, was for fornication.
Remember when he came into the league as the Christian?
You remember that?
Yes.
Remember that?
He's like, I'm gonna bring God to the league. I'm gonna preach to the fans. That lasted a half a season.
Don't stop!
Right. That lasted. He got on the road. He was in Atlanta. He was in Miami. He was in
Orlando. There's some women in Orlando.
Yes, it is like the Disney.
Some thick Latin.
It is like the
some shimmer.
Turn around. Turn around. Yeah. Do your hair, do your makeup. Yeah. Immediately.
No.
He was in LA. He bought a house in LA. He was just living it up.
Oh my God, I would have abused. Listen. It would have been players, it would have been refs blowing a whistle. I thought he was going to rape him. He had rape in his eyes.
Half of the audience is going to be like your girl, Jennifer.
Yeah,
Coleman comes.
We can't let this happen. I'm watching rape happen.
Oh man,
rape happen.
He is
on national TV.
National TV.
You not seen this?
I would have been the Muhammad Ali, like when he was beating up. What's my name, boy? I would have been, give me the goddamn ball.
Foul out of every single game.
I'm Dwight. You gave me his. God, oh my God, the world would be a different place. I would have had a Nobel Peace Prize. I would have got a Pulitzer. Oh, 2 Emmys.
2 Emmys.
Just for playing. Like, I would have got so many ratings. All my posts. Now, that's the one thing Dwight Howard had me on. The D was good tonight. I was really giving a D tonight. You don't remember that one?
Yeah.
Oh, you got what? Yeah, the D was real good tonight. He was like, what? He's like, he was doing a press conference. He's like, yeah, the D was real good tonight. Oh, it was my favorite thing ever. Wow. That would have been me, though. We would have been identical on that.
Yeah.
The
D was good. All right.
D was real good.
So, real quick, I want to ask a question. Curry says he's all right. Does it look like something's wrong?
It looks just like, when did they have the 73-9 season? What was that?
2 seasons ago.
2016?
Yeah.
Okay. It looks just like that. Where he doesn't have the same burst. He's not finishing around the hoop the same. It's I don't know, man. Like I hate to say somebody's injured because I don't never want to give anybody that cop out.
Yeah.
But he's not looking the same.
Nah. He don't look healthy.
Yeah.
He doesn't look healthy at all.
I mean, and he looked pretty bad last game. That would be the Rockets' maybe one hope. So, but Durant played great and they didn't win. So, what's up with that?
I mean,
they did more.
Yeah.
They did more. Houston just did more.
They just
did. Look at that score. They just did more. And it's
got more contributions from.
You can't sustain that.
Yeah, I've never seen Golden State have that few contributions.
Yeah.
They looked like Cleveland almost. Not, but the West
I
Coast
saw
version.
I saw something that said Chris Paul held Thompson to like 2 of 10 shooting or something like that when he was guarding him, and like that right there. That's come on now.
That's not a real stat.
That's not right.
He was
Six
that's an off night.
That's an off night. He's 6'7", and 6 foot,
and you're 6 feet. That's me going. I'm not stopping Klay Thompson.
He should be able to just look right up. That's an off night. So yeah, it doesn't.
Now when he jump, I'm gonna bridge the shit out of him and be like,
"I'm defense.
What happened?
This is defense.
This is NBA. This is NBA playoff. Hard-nosed defense, right?
Playoff basketball, playoff rainbow.
I'd be like, hard-nosed
playoff rainbow.
Hard-nosed defense. What?
We banned that?
Oh, I'm sorry.
You didn't let me know. Where was the league memo? Nobody.
Sorry. You got those. What was our man?
Oh, the monster.
The monster.
What did he was?
Cleophas.
No, but what was the term that you used for him? He's not real, but what was the term that you used?
No, there was
Start with an R. What's the term? I can't remember.
Go watch the tape.
Go watch it.
Yes.
Go watch the tape.
It's at the beginning.
Whatever that was.
Over
That'll
the
be you.
tip.
You know I'm going to kill your child when he goes to sleep, right? I'm a monster. That's what I do.
You don't put a dolphin in the ocean and expect it not to swim. Like,
look at these eyes, baby. I'm telling the truth here.
do you want to protect him?
I mean, murderers are gonna murder.
Yeah.
I'm a child murderer.
Was it reasonable? Was it?
Yes, reasonable eyes.
Reasonable.
You want to see my W-2s from last year?
Reasonable monster.
Monster child murderer. I have mouths to take care of. Your kid's gonna fucking die tonight. I have a goddamn quota. And let me tell you something. Child lives do not fucking matter. Okay? Monsters lives.
Monsters.
I'm gonna get in trouble.
All right, well, on that note, we're
Yeah.
going to close it out.
Yeah.
This was an excellent episode. I appreciate you guys very much. The Revolution, the Reggie Mathis. I am Jay Coazit. We will be back again next week to review these conference finals. They might be over by next week.
Yeah, next week we looking at what? It may be game
done. It may be done. It may be over.
If they are still playing, what are we talking about?
It
Game
would be 6 or
5?
7.
Game 6?
Well, because
next Thursday.
So tonight, the Cleveland. Actually, matter of fact,
Nah, they don't play this
now.
Saturday. Cleveland don't play this Saturday.
We can take a second to look this up here. Yeah, so I would say game 6, but you
Come
might
and
be right.
knock at my door.
Come and knock at my door.
We've been waiting for you.
We've been waiting for you.
We've been
Oh, no, they're not playing
hugs
tonight.
and
They get that
Three's
extra day
company
because
too.
of the travel.
Yeah, the travel,
right.
right.
Okay, yeah. So you're right. I think it will be like game 5
So it'll be like game 5 or something.
or 6.
Okay.
So
Yep.
All right.
We should. This series should still.
This series will still be.
Hopefully, Cleveland doesn't fuck this up. If they get swept, man, LeBron needs to take all of them suits back. He needs to take all of the shoes, everything back.
Hey, Dad. Can you please sign my hours? My foreman needs to know that I killed your kid tonight.
All right, guys.
Thanks.
Please tune in next week for whatever game it is. We will be here. 3 Out of Buckets should be back. But if not,
Please be back,
we will
Brianna.
still have a show for you.
I can't put these numbers up.
I appreciate you guys tuning in. This is LeBron in the fourth quarter. He's exhausted.
He's exhausted.
He's exhausted.
This the food
I'm
game.
J.R. Smith. This is Kevin Love. Thank you guys for tuning in. Y'all have a good evening.